In a fit of anger, Mark impulsively grabbed his ex-girlfriend's treasured geode and slammed it against the ground. As the geode shattered, a wave of regret washed over him. His face turned pale as he beheld the surprising sight concealed within. Inside the geode lay a small, gleaming ring, perfectly nestled amidst the crystal formations. Mark's heart sank as he realized the significance of the ring and the depth of his actions. Staring at the shimmering ring, Mark's anger gave way to astonishment. Its exquisite beauty and hidden meaning struck him deeply. Mark pondered the possibilities and wondered about the intention behind his ex-girlfriend's geode. With a mix of curiosity and remorse, he held the ring in his hands, feeling its weight incontrovertibly. The geode had revealed something truly extraordinary, and Mark was left grappling with his emotions. Overwhelmed by the significance of the ring, Mark's initial fascination turned to uncertainty. He realized the gravity of the situation and the need to make things right. Mark sat down heavily, the shattered remains of the geode scattered around his feet as if they were shards of his own guilt. His mind raced. The ring wasn't just any ring, it was an engagement ring, and it was meant for him. Memories flooded back. His ex-girlfriend, Emily, had always been fascinated by geology, collecting rare stones and crystals. But the geode had been different. She had always kept it close, speaking about it with a strange fondness that Mark had never quite understood, yet as he had assumed it was just another one of her prized possessions. Now, he realized how blind he'd been. The ring glimmered in his palm, its presence weighing more than its delicate design should allow. What had she been planning? Was this her way of keeping hope alive, of keeping their love, however fractured, hidden within something beautiful and precious, like the geode itself? Mark's thoughts twisted with regret. He had walked away from their relationship without fully understanding her feelings, too consumed by his own pride and frustrations to ask the questions that now screamed in his mind. What if she had been waiting for him to come around, to see the love she had still nurtured beneath the surface? What if that geode had been a sign of her unspoken faith in them, a belief that, with time, they could mend what had been broken? With trembling fingers, Mark dialed Emily's number. The phone rang, each second an agonizing eternity. He wasn't even sure what he would say. How do you begin to make amends for something like this? But he knew he had to try. Finally, she picked up. Her voice was cautious, a little surprised to hear from him after so long. He swallowed hard, trying to find the words. Emily, I need to talk to you. I found something in the geode. Then there was silence on the other end of the line. Then, after what felt like an eternity, Emily sighed softly. I always wondered if you'd ever find it. Mark's heart ached at the quiet sadness in her voice. Emily, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I never realized. You weren't supposed to, she replied gently. The ring, it wasn't meant to pressure you. It was a reminder for me. A reminder of the love we had, and the hope that maybe one day we could find it again. But I suppose it was foolish to hide something so important. Mark clenched his eyes shut, feeling the sting of tears. It wasn't foolish. I was the fool, Emily. I never gave us a real chance. But if there's even a small part of you that still believes in us, I want to try. I want to make things right. Another pause, and then her voice softened. I don't know, Mark. Things have changed. We've changed. But maybe we can talk. Maybe that's a start. Mark nodded, even though she couldn't see him. I'd like that. They spoke for a while longer, tentative but sincere. When he hung up, Mark felt something he hadn't felt in a long time: hope. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but for the first time in a long while, he believed it was worth traveling. He placed the ring back into the remnants of the geode, gently gathering the pieces into a small box. This time, he would take care of them both. As he closed the lid, he smiled faintly to himself. The geode had shattered, but perhaps something new could still be built from its fragments.